to have you back here again. I want to quickly look at these two questions. Simplify 2n minus 4n minus 3 into 3n minus n. And this is to evaluate this. So let's start from here. When you have a question like this, what should equally come to your mind again is the topic is coming from, or the concept from which this question is coming from. I think we all know that this is coming from algebra, which we deal with numbers and letters all together. So let's look at this. Write solution. Write solution. First step here, we are expected to bring down this question the way it is. Is that okay? So 2n minus 4n minus 3 into what? 3n minus what? N. Is that clear? So when you have a problem like this, you need to visualize what next step you should take. You can't just start this way. There's something we must respect here, which is the concept of what? Board mass or paid mass, as the case may be. Is that okay? Which means we should deal with the bracket first. We need to simplify or expand the bracket first, because this is brackets. Is that clear? Even if this is not there, we need to deal with what? Multiplication, and the bracket means what? Multiplication. So please bring down this 2n the way it is. 2n and minus what? 4n the way it is. Now take a look critically. This minus is affecting 3. Let me use a better highlight. This minus is affecting what? 3, or negative is affecting 3. It's not for 4n. So if you are using it to multiply anything here, you should consider the negative 3. So let's go on. Now negative 3 times 3n. So negative 3 times 3 is what? 9. Bring down the negative and 9, including the letter n. Then negative times what? Negative will be what? Plus. Sorry, negative times negative will be plus. So we should have plus here instead. Is that okay? Then 3 times n will be what? 3n. If I'm not mistaken, yes. 3 times n will be what? 3n. Is that clear? Now at this point, we should now collect like terms. Collecting like terms means we should try as much as possible to bring what have the same letters together. When you look at this have m and this have n. So we can bring them closer together and make do with it. So the next thing is 2n plus, because this plus is for 3n, plus what? 3n. Is that okay? Now minus negative 4n. Mind you, this is an expression, it's not an equation where it is crossing an equality sign. This sign needs to change. No, this is an expression. There isn't any equality sign over there. So 4n will remain 4n, then minus what? 9n. Is that okay? So at this point, we can say this is equal to 2 plus 3. We need to add the coefficient first of n, coefficient of n. 2 plus what? 3 is 5. Then pick one of the n, because that is why they are called like terms. 5n. At this point, this is negative 4, negative 4n, negative 9n. Use the concept of borrowing over here. Like you're owing a debt, you're owing someone the sum of 4 naira or $4, and you go ahead to borrow another $9 or 9 naira. It means how many naira or dollars are you owing in total? You borrow this, you borrow this. So you are indebted by 2 times. 4 naira, 9 naira. So because of that, this negative will remain negative. Minus what? 4 plus 9 at this point is what? 13. So minus what? 13n. That means you are 13 naira or $13 indebted to someone. That is the major reason is carrying negative here. And this is our final answer. Is that okay? So Let's look at this second part quickly. The second part says we should evaluate this. First of all, we need to write our solution again. And it says we should evaluate this question. Is that clear? So first thing, bring down the question the way it is again. 3 squared plus what? 2 cubed, or 2 raised to power 3 times what? 2 raised to power 0. Now, remember the concept of difference of two square we learned. We have already understood that square means to what? How many group of the number it is. That means 3 times what? 3, not 2 times, not 3 times 2. So equal to 3 times 3 is what? 9. Is that clear? Bring down this plus, and 2 raised to power 3 means 2 times 2 times what? 2. 2 times 2 is what? 4. And 4 times this 2 is what? 8. So the whole of this is plus 8. Then times what? Anything raised to power 0 is 1. Even a million raised to power 0 is what? 1. So 2 raised to power 0 is 1. At this point, you don't need to be in a rush to add everything here, or to add 9 plus 8 before multiplying. Still think about the concept of what? Broad maths. Which one comes first? Multiplication comes before any other thing that is here. Addition is here, so you deal with multiplication first. So we should multiply 8 times 8 times 1 first. This means this is equal to what? 9 will come down the way it is. Your plus will come down. 8 times 1 is what? 8. Is that clear? Your final answer, this is very closer to 10, another way of addition. Closer to 10, pick one from here to become 10, and you are left with what? 7 here. So 10 plus 7 is what? 17. This is your final answer. So please, in your leisure time, can you do this for me? Let's assume that you have 4 raised to power 2 plus what? 2 raised to power 3 times 4 raised to power 0. And can you tell me what the answer is? Thank you so much, and do have a pleasant time.